Every professional success that I have had in one way or another is because of my involvement with ASID, and I'm not exaggerating. That is an absolutely true statement.
If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. I found that to be so true. Those jobs that I've done where I've watched the clock, I know that I'm not having fun. And working every day and loving what you do is about having fun and enjoying the process. So if I struggle through processes and it's hard for me, I evaluate that and determine what's wrong with this. Should I be doing something else? This should be more fun because I work long hours, but I don't realize that I work long hours.
The best advice I was given in my career is you're going to spend a lot of time at work, so love what you do and create a difference.
It's working with people. Interior design to me is the most powerful profession you can possibly be in, because what you're doing is shaping human behavior, whether it's in work or in play or at home. And if you do it well, you help them, those individuals, in their life. And they're excited about it. They're excited about what you can do that they can't do for themselves. If you don't do it well, then you've also shaped human behavior, and you have to think about, is that what you should have done? So I really find that the most exciting thing about interior design is what it does for others.
Now, after I became a professional, I still do similar things. I still like to look at floor plans, and I still like to analyze all designs that I come across, be they a television set or a house or something in a magazine or journal, trying to see what they did, why they did it, how they did it, if they considered the client's needs, desires, and wants, and to what extent was their personality or their design presence or their normal design, to what extent they took over the project.
In that I listened to them and communicated back in visual and aesthetic terms, problem-solving terms, the solution to what they could not verbalize themselves. They come to me because I'm the expert, and so to be able to put that back and have a project that is satisfying to all members and build that excitement during the process of the design project is, to me, stimulating, and the kind of projects that I just relish having.
But now, it's spring in Washington, D.C., and every single piece of flower is coming out of the earth. And I really recognize that I'm going back to my roots. And the part that really inspires me the most is nature. And watching nature evolve and change in the seasons is incredible.
I think that designers, by and large, really don't understand how important it is to be a good business person, to know that there are paperwork procedures, to know that there are contracts and legal agreements that really take the process and put it into paper, into a structure that really defines what a business is all about. And I don't know that designers really get a sense of that whenever they leave school, but it's such an important part, I think, of any successful interior designer to have a sense of what business is all about.
Helping others do something they don't feel confident to do themselves is incredible. And designing fulfilling spaces and not just filling spaces, as a friend of mine said, is also really meaningful. So I wish somebody had communicated that enthusiasm and that excitement for working with other people. I never got that in school. Maybe they told me and I just didn't pick up on it, but it was something I wish somebody had told me.
Little did my handlers, so to speak, in ASID know how far behind I was in my actual marketing talents, but I came up to speed very quickly when I learned how many opportunities, such as an angry client and service problems and clients' personal family needs, are actually marketing experiences. And I think it is certainly a field that is critical and is often the result of the demise of many interior design businesses because they have not attended to that.
When I started in this profession, really all of schoolwork tended to be a solution you created yourself. And what I really wish someone would have told me is that I would be working on teams with 25 to 35 people. And I'm not sure if I would have learned something differently, but I would have been more aware and perhaps paid more attention to the importance of communication and communication skills.
Never, 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 never spend your client's deposit money. And that sort of says it all in terms of running a profitable business.
You know, there's a lot of very qualified as far as education and maybe credentialing, but it means nothing if you don't have the right attitude.
Managed to get through these times by looking for new opportunities. I actually started my own business at the beginning of a recession in Texas in the 80s, and it caused me to have to look further afield than just my own backyard for new business. And I think that in this downturn, we've all looked at other ways of finding business, and again, I've gone internationally to find more projects and so forth and new clients.
Being flexible is really the key. So diversity in your experiences and taking different opportunities at whatever level and taking them on with a delight in mind and a challenge at best, and not being afraid, and also weaving together all your experiences and imparting that in the current job that you have. You know, I've been through 5 different recessions in my career, and during those 5 different recessions, I've always had a job. Now, it's not been the best job, but it's always been the fun job. And so whether I was the civil engineering drafter B sitting at a drafting board, we always had a great experience. With ASID and passing my NCIDQ, it differentiated me in the marketplace.
So for me, what I would say to anyone still looking for a position, who's had to take a position in another field, please get involved in your local ASID chapter and make sure that you continue to make connections with interior designers, with professionals, with vendors, with anybody and everybody in the profession, because those links, those connections that you make now are going to open doors for you, and they will provide an opportunity for you just the very moment that there is something available. You will be top of mind.
And giving back allows me to make it possible for someone else to benefit, for someone else to advance, for someone else to experience some of the things that I experience. And there are a lot of younger individuals that need to come forward and take advantage of these opportunities. So getting involved really helps, and it's really a good way to stay connected with the industry, with the profession, and to make sure that as we advance, things go on, so they aren't stagnant.
Another special quality I think that is really important for an emerging professional, but as well as for a seasoned professional, is the ability to continue to learn. I think it's really important that you keep your mind active no matter how soon or how long you've been out of work or out of the profession or out of school for that matter. You have to continue to educate yourself. You've got to continue to go out there and meet people and learn what the processes are and learn what new techniques are in the profession.
And I think one of the reasons that I've been successful, and advice that I'd give to others who are entering the field, whether they're going into green design or whether they're entering the field in another area of interior design, is to develop your passion. Find out what your passion is and pursue it. Because I don't think you can be successful as an interior designer or as a leader in the field unless you feel passion and unless you feel empowered to share that passion with others to help. But the single most important thing they can do is develop their passion. Without it, I think you're just ordinary, and none of us really want to be ordinary.